An influential nonprofit in Baltimore, backed by millions in taxpayer dollars, is planning to end its management services for grassroots organizations, meaning dozens of local charities may soon be stranded without a financial guide.
Patrick Hoff of our Spotlight team investigates how the nonprofit showed signs of decline for years as it continued to receive taxpayer dollars.
Fusion Partnerships operated as a fiscal sponsor in Baltimore for more than 2 decades before it announced an end to this program last month. Now, we reviewed documents showing years of financial struggle at Fusion, including tax liens, a lawsuit, and a critical audit. Fiscal sponsors are nonprofits that conduct the operations and sometimes finances of smaller organizations. This allows the smaller groups to avoid filing nonprofit tax disclosures with the IRS because their finances are umbrellaed under the fiscal sponsor. Fusion did not answer these questions. What will happen to remaining funds and assets at Fusion? What factors led to the decision to close Fusion? Instead stating, quote, "Our priority as we sunset the program is ensuring our fiscally sponsored partners' work continues as seamlessly as possible." Brian Mittendorf is a professor at Ohio State University and an expert in nonprofit finances. He expressed concerns at a fiscal sponsor program closing so suddenly.
In many ways, what a fiscal sponsor offers is stability. And so fiscal sponsors themselves folding or not being stable is not a particularly common circumstance.
Our investigation found Fusion struggled financially for years. The group paid $47,000 in 2021 for federal tax liens to the IRS, which stated concerns for the 2018 and 2019 tax years. Fusion was sued in 2021 by its former executive director, Lisa Bleich, who served in the role from 2019 to 2020. Bleich alleged she was wrongfully discharged and defamed by Fusion and its board. Fusion denied the allegations, and the parties came to an agreement to dismiss the lawsuit in 2022. Bleich alleged within the lawsuit that she came to Fusion when it was, quote, suffering from a reputation for being less than candid about the financial accounts they manage for the local nonprofit organizations they serve, known as fiscal sponsorship partners. Fusion allegedly owed its approximately 115 partners over a year's worth of financial reports. Bleich alleged she made progress on fixing Fusion's financial concerns, but was fired before completing her plan. An audit of Fusion in 2022 revealed additional financial concerns. The report, issued in 2023 by Maryland-based L. Abrams & Company, found several significant deficiencies. This included observations on how Fusion lacked essential documentation for approving payments, included inaccuracies in the payroll allocation, showed an inability to demonstrate a thorough bid and contract comparison process, issued conflicting reports jeopardizing the accuracy and reliability of financial information presented to the grant funder. Baltimore City taxpayers are among Fusion's grant funders, as previously reported by Spotlight on Maryland. The group received millions of taxpayer dollars since 2020 through the Baltimore City government and Baltimore Children and Youth Fund. Lori Styron is the CEO of Charity Watch, a nonprofit watchdog. She said fiscal sponsors tend to lack transparency, especially when taxpayer dollars are involved.
It's so tricky because this information is reported in aggregate and the public just can't really see what's going on with the individual organizations. And that really does create a very big transparency and public accountability issue.
Fusion did not respond to questions about its tax liens, lawsuit, and audit. Now, we'll have more reporting in the coming days about how Fusion handled state and federal grants and whether the end of its fiscal sponsorship program impacts these taxpayer dollars. For Spotlight on Maryland, I'm Patrick Huff.